consistently sold between 300 to 500 homes um, over the course many years. He's sold in the worst real estate markets and been successful in great real estate markets. So Kevin, welcome to the program.
It's great to be here, Brian. Thanks for having me.
You bet. Well, we've known each other for a long time, and I've had the pleasure of working with you when the market was supposedly terrible and you were selling close to 500 homes, and now the market shifted and you're still pumping out huge numbers every single year. What I think so neat about it is you actually shift your business, unlike so many realtors. You're strategic about it. You see it coming in advance, and I want to talk a little bit about how you shifted and how your business changed dramatically to keep your production at such an astronomically high level.
Absolutely, Brian. And over the 15 years that I've been selling real estate, it feels like there's been several shifts. We started out in a traditional market, and then we went into the distressed market, REO market, where we had to shift our business from traditional to REO, not REO as in an REO agent, but we worked with a lot of clients buying REO properties, as well as investors that were buying them to turn around and resell them. That has dissipated a lot, as you know, in our area. It's dissipated almost completely. And so we've shifted back now to a traditional market where our contacts and our clients were really contacting and reaching out to our sphere of influence, past clients, letting them know, hey, we're still in the business, the market's improved, interest rates are low, you've gained some equity in the last couple of years, at least in our area, and reaching out to them. And so we're listing and selling with traditional buyers and sellers.
Yeah, it's a big shift. Yeah, and I know that you just recently were named the #3 producing agent in the state of California, and you always hover up there at those high numbers. I think you almost closed 400 homes, and that's pretty big to make a shift into working with your sphere of influence and prospecting, and still pulling those huge numbers. Is this something that permeates through your whole team? Your whole team lead generates sphere of influence and prospecting contacts?
Yeah, absolutely. It's something that you have to do on a consistent basis, and really it shows, after so many years, you have the database is there, the clients are there. You just have to reach out to them and contact them, whether it's phone or Facebook or email or however you're doing it. The database was there. So it's just a matter of us prospecting and lead generating and getting in touch with them so that we're at the forefront of their minds when they are ready to buy or sell. So that's what myself and my team have been doing over the last year or so, and the way we're able to still produce and put up good numbers.
Yeah, it's just a crazy shift. I mean, when you move into a market like we're in now, which is a seller's market where inventory starts to get few and far between, you really see a big difference. There's only a couple ways to get listings. You can either know a lot of people, or you have to proactively reach out and get them. And I know to sell, up in in the hundreds of homes a year, not that many people are just going to reach out to you. So you need to be very proactive and go out and get them, because if you don't replenish your inventory, you're certainly going to run out. And I think that's great. So do you have expectations for members on your teams to make a certain amount of time or dedicated to proactively lead generating for business, or any contact expectations or things like that?
I have expectations. Whether or not they're fulfilled, it's hard to say for sure. But I will say this, Brian, and you're absolutely right. To do a high level of production, a couple things have to happen. You have to have a great team, and which I do, and the people on my team are outstanding. You have to have a great support team, which I do. They're awesome. And then also, it can't just be waiting for the phone to ring and those clients. Those are bonuses. I love that when I get a past client call or referral. I love working with them. But we also have to be lead generating. And we've been contacting not only our sphere of influence, but also for sell by owners. Within the last couple of weeks, I've listed a couple for sell by owners. And the really cool thing about it is one of them had been on the market for over a year, and then they went for sell by owner, and we listed it. And then our team, Danny, who is my wife, who also works on the team, she represented the buyer, and we double-ended it. And we've satisfied a client that's been trying to sell their home for about a year and had resorted to a for sale by owner situation. So we're constantly contacting and making calls and trying to help as many people as we possibly can in Tulare County.
That's awesome. Well, Kevin, I really appreciate you taking so much time with us today to explain how you've shifted your business and not just sat back and waited on the market. How you're proactively getting it and adjusting all the time. It's going to be very fun to watch you continue to grow your team and your team's production in the future.
Sounds good, Brian. It was great being here and great talking to you.
Likewise.